right, so I decided to do an alternator video, and the reason why I'm doing an alternator video is because my car has had a weird idle problem, and it's been doing that, I don't know, since I bought the K Pro for it back in 2010, and the only thing I haven't changed is the alternator, the O2 sensor, and ECU, so I'm going to change those. And this video is mainly about running, so this is an alternator off the Element, but I think 2003 to 2008 Element, and then 2003 to 2005 Accord. All those alternators are the same. So this is a K2 and TSX, I'm sorry. So the 2004, I think the 2000, what is it, like 8 TSX. So these are basically like all the same. And this video right here is going to show you. So I made this tool right here, and this is what you have to do to run the K24 alternator on your RSX. So this will be like a Type S swap. And the reason why you want to do that is because these alternators are plentiful. You don't want to go to AutoZone or Napa or any of those places, O'Reilly's, and get a alternator. And before you take one, so I got this at the wrecking yard for 25 bucks with the $10 course. So it was like $35 because it was half off. What you want to do is rub this out. And the reason why it's oily is because every single alternator you get from pretty much any car that has hydraulic steering on it is going to have a greasy alternator. I'm going to take it apart and clean it all up, but what happens is the power steering sits up here and it leaks into the alternator. It doesn't hurt nothing here because all the electronics are in the back right here, so it doesn't really hurt it, but I still want to clean it all up because I don't want an oily car. But when you go to the wrecking yard, make sure you get a Denso. You don't want... the Mitsubishi is like the inferior alternator. So check it, make sure you get a Denso. I was going to get 2 of these. I should have probably grabbed 2 alternators. But it's going to be like, I don't know, 30 degrees tomorrow. So I don't feel like going over there. And I don't know, I might, but I doubt it. Today was nice. So yeah, make sure you get a Denso, scrape that off. To get this alternator pulley off. So when you want to do the swap on the RSX, the 2 differences is basically this part right here. So this part's the same up here, the mounting point. It's down here. There's a 10 millimeter difference from here to here. So I'll show you, and I'll put a link in the description when they come in the mail. So I ordered 10 millimeter spacers for this right here. And this right here is what you have to change to. You have to change the alternator pulley. And the reason why you have to change the pulley is because they come in different sizes and you want it to match the RSX. Otherwise, you have to change out the belt. And if you just want to run the stock belt, which I do because I have, you know, the power steering delete and all that. So what you have to do is I took a old 19 millimeter wrench. I cut off a Harbor Freight 22 millimeter deep socket. So this is a deep socket. I just cut it off and welded it. It kind of looks crappy because I've welded it twice. And once you get in there like that, I've tried different ways of removing the alternator, and this is only on at the torque spec for this is 47 foot-pounds, but no bullshit, I had to use a breaker bar to loosen this. The torque on it feels honestly more like 108 foot-pounds. So you need to build a tool like this. You need to cut out a deep socket. I would actually, because I screwed mine up and went in, I would actually make this deeper. Otherwise, you have to bend it right here. Mine fits, just barely fits. But if I were you, I would weld it higher out like this so you don't end up rubbing against this pulley. Mine is just like right on the button, which I don't like. So yeah, once you get in there like that, you have to take a 10 millimeter half-inch wrench. Make sure it's half-inch because these are not on there lightly, and you have to stick that in there. So when you do this like this, I can't do it one-handed. Okay, I'm dropping everything. Okay, let me see if I can do this one-handed. I think I can. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, basically like that. That's all you do. Yeah, so you're gonna have it up here. You're gonna hold this stationary, and you're gonna loosen it this way, but you're gonna have to put a breaker bar on the end. Yeah, and you're gonna have to loosen it. Boom. Or the other alternative is you can buy a 22 millimeter offset wrench on Amazon. There's one for about 15 bucks. It's a really nice one. and it's offset 70 degrees right here, so you can just put it on. I have extra tools that, you know, I can just make my own tool. You can see in there that I didn't weld it up twice, just once. I could have welded it inside, but it was strong enough to hold. Yeah, and then once you get this bolt off like this, you can swap the pulleys. You don't want to put this in a vise and bend it. And this alternator actually moves really, really like easily. It has no resistance. My RSX alternator, it's kind of making grinding noises when I turn it, like the bearings are out. But yeah, that's how you get this to fit in there. You basically swap pulleys, put a 10 millimeter spacer. Oh, and for the most important part, let me show you. Yeah, I forgot to say this. Okay. Yeah, this is the other most important part, is the bolts to do this. I don't know why I forgot that. So these bolts right here are to the auto tensioner itself. So these are the bolts from the auto tensioner, and you have to use these on the bottom right here. They're covered, but you need two of them. So there's two elements there, and I took one off the auto tensioner. I went to the other element and took it off there too. I'll leave the part number in the description. When I do my next video of actually installing it, I'll put all the part numbers down in there. But yeah, you need the auto tensioner bolt, and you need two of them. So I just took one off each car. I believe the Accord auto tensioner is the same. It fits like so many year car that I just used a 2003 Element and got the auto tensioner bolts. And after you put the spacer on there, geez, I'm like butterfingers today. Yeah, so once you put the auto tensioner on there, the bolt's about here. You can see it sticks out. And then once you put the 10 millimeter on there, it'll fill in this gap, and it will fit absolutely perfect. So those are the three things you need to do. Swap the pulley, get a spacer, and run the auto tensioner lower bolts. And you can put a K24 alternator on your RSX. They're not only are they cheaper, they're more plentiful to find, and they put out 105 amps, which your RSX alternator puts out 95, and the base model puts out 90 amps. So you're getting a better alternator, plus you're going to be putting an underdrive pulley on there, so it's probably going to charge a lot faster because you're going to be pumping out more than the 105 amps, because it's going to be slightly smaller pulley. All right, that's it for this video.